Hello and good morning friends, welcome to the CEC-UGC live lecture. Dear friends, as you know that from time to time we bring for you different subjects, and under these subjects we every time try to start with a very good new series. Dear friends, today also from now onwards I would say we are going to start a very new series, and this series is on marketing management. We are going to conduct a number of lectures under this very series so that it becomes easier for you to understand the various aspects of marketing management. Dear friends, because this is the first lecture in the series, and I would say that this is the introductory lecture in the series. So today we are going to talk about introduction to marketing, and for this we have again with us in our studios Dr. Subhash Kakkar. Dr. Kakkar is an eminent academician, and from time to time he visits our EduSet lecture. He delivers lectures for you, as well as he used to visit various colleges, universities as a guest lecturer, so that he could interact with the students, he could share knowledge, and for sharing more and more knowledge he is again with us in our studios. So without wasting any time, I would like to welcome our guest Dr. Subhash Kakkar. Dr. Kakkar, welcome to the EduSet lecture.
Thank you and welcome viewers. Today we are starting a series of lectures on marketing management, and today's lecture will be devoted to the topic Introduction to Marketing. In this lecture, we will bring in different topics which are to be covered in the future, and I think this lecture will help the viewers to understand the meaning of marketing and the importance of marketing management in organizations like manufacturing and service industry. It is an important functional area of any organization, whether it is manufacturing or service industry. Other functional areas like finance, manufacturing, and this marketing is also very important functional area. Rather, I will give the top priority to marketing function, because this marketing function in the organization brings demand and controls the demand and manage the demand, which is a fundamental requirement of having any organization. Finance, manufacturing, or the operations. Instead of manufacturing, nowadays we call operations department, because the operation department covers both manufacturing and service industry. This particular marketing department is in direct contact with the customers who require the product or the services of the organization. If demand is well managed, the organization will prosper and the results will be enormous. And nowadays, as the acquisitions are there, mergers are there, operations are becoming large and large, the importance of marketing is having vital platform to work on. So we have to give due consideration to the marketing function. Earlier, the things which were ignored and least importance was given to those points in the marketing are now given utmost importance. I am talking about STP, segmentation, targeting and positioning. In earlier days, and very least importance was given to STP. Nowadays, no product or service can be launched without giving due consideration to STP. And now our customer base has enlarged. Market competition has increased. It has become difficult to survive in the market. Every day, new products are coming into the field. So we have to give good importance to marketing function so that we can manage the demand very well. Nowadays, we don't talk about brand loyalty, we talk about brand equity. Customer value analysis is another topic which is being given importance to. Database management system, and I would say database marketing is coming into the picture and coming into the scenario. E-commerce again is taking lot of importance nowadays. We have to reach mass customers, and now I would say that customization is given the topmost importance nowadays. Customization is to have the customers, to improve and increase the customer base of the organization where we are working. Value networks are also being given importance, and hybrid channels of advertisement are being utilized and being tried also. Marketing theory and practice, which was in the past, is totally changed now. No theoretical aspects of this functional area. Now new practice tools are being tried so that we are on the firm footing as far as our standing is concerned. Marketing function has changed over years. For the last 40 years, we have seen a lot of change in this marketing function. More advertising tools, more marketing tools are available, and we have to analyze them properly so that we get the maximum results as far as possible. We have to concentrate on mass advertising instead of local advertising, so that this is very effective tool available to us to reach each and every customer and we want. Whether we have to have the product to be introduced to the mass customers or only to the rare customers, that again is to be decided. All these problems, all these decision variables and all these decision factors are to be analyzed properly. For this, we have to collect data from the market, from the customer base, so that our decisions are effective and we get the maximum efficient results. Companies are now using experiential, entertainment and viral marketing, and these are required techniques so that we can penetrate into the market and we can improve our market share. We are using emails. E-base is now being used to reach the customers because of IT technology movement in the industry. IT development have forced us to use IT channels available to reach the customers so that they know about the product. The products are changing. In a day, we may get 10 different new models of cell phones. Unless our IT is developed, we cannot reach the customers. Customer must know about our developments immediately when these are introduced, because they are the people who are going to support our manufacturing units. Unless they give us the demand, our manufacturing units will be of no use. Now companies are shifting their gears from managing product properties to managing consumer portfolios, and this is a change. If we are shifting to consumer portfolios, it means we are entering into the customer domain. We want to know what exactly is required by the customer. When we know what is required by the customer, we can provide the same thing to the customer, and the customer will then appreciate the product and the service which is being provided by us. Now marketing is now derived from what? What is the base for marketing decisions? The base remains the same, for which the organization itself is standing. That base is the vision of the organization. We cannot move away from the vision, whether we are working in marketing department, whether we are working in finance department, or we are working in operations department. We take into account the vision of the organization, mission of the organization, objectives of the organization in front of us. Based on these parameters, we work on our marketing strategy also. And nowadays, there are 4 key dimensions of marketing. One is internal marketing and integrated marketing. All these are to be given due importance if we want to survive in the competitive scenario. Relationship marketing is one of the dimensions of marketing today. Performance marketing is also coming into the picture. All these are very important to understand, to remain in the market and to improve the demand and the market share. Not only we want that our product should be the best one, but our customers must also know the features of the product which are available. Unless they know, they will not be able to appreciate the product or the service being provided by us. So, this is very important. The communication system and the means of communication to be utilized are available nowadays, and we have to make use of those available resources so that we can reach the customers without wastage of time. And when we are able to reach the customers in no time, then they will be able to know the product, what features and at what price the product or the service is available, and they will make use of the product and make use of the service. For this, we have to understand the basics of marketing. What exactly is meant by marketing? Earlier, we used to sell the product. The selling is totally changed now, and nowadays it is marketing only. And marketing is what? Marketing is there to create the demand of the product. When the demand is created, the customer will automatically buy the product. So, we will understand the meaning, concept of marketing today in our lecture. And for this, I have referred a book. The name of the book is also written, which is very important and the best available. This book is by Kotler and Keller, and the viewers can refer to this book along with the lecture today. Past was buried long back. Today has already become past, and future is in your hands. Mold it the way you want. Past is there now, and which has gone. We cannot change the past. And the present, today has already become past, and now we are living in future. We have to work on the future trend. We have to see that our future should be bright, and for that we have to work today for the future. We have to understand what is going to happen in the future. For that we have to learn, study and implement our strategies today to work on the future projects, and that is the meaning of today's strategy. The importance of marketing. In the company, in the organization, there are different functional areas. Finance is one of them. Operations is another functional area, and accounting again is one more area. There are other areas also, like engineering department, quality assurance department. There are so many functional areas, and they are working for what? They are working to fulfill the demand of the customer. So, demand is kept at the higher platform. From the functional areas, demand is given the topmost priority. So, demand, finance is also working for the demand, operations is also working for demand, accounting is also working for the demand, and other departments are also working for demand. So, demand is being given the topmost priority. So, who is working on the demand? Who is analyzing the demand? Who is controlling the demand? And who is managing the demand? It is the marketing department who is responsible for demand. So, such a important position is given to the marketing function in the organization. So, marketing department gets a topmost priority as far as functional areas are concerned. The analysis, planning, implementation and control of programs designed to create, build and maintain beneficial exchanges with target buyers for the purpose of achieving organization objectives is the meaning of marketing management. One is to understand this meaning carefully and then finally work on it. Now, marketing on a more equal footing with other C-level executives. What are these C-level executives? C-level executives are Chief Operating Officer, Chief Executive Officer. So, we have similar to this designation Chief Marketing Officer. So, such an importance is being given to the marketing function. C-level executives, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, Chief Operating Officer, Chief Finance Officer, and we have now Chief Marketing Officer, Chief Marketing Manager also at par with all the other C-level appointments. So, such a good importance is given to the personnel working in the marketing department also. They are kept at par with other chief managers in the organization. The scope of marketing. Now, we will discuss the scope of marketing. To prepare to be a marketer, one needs to understand what marketing is, how it works, what is marketed and also who does the marketing. So, we have to work on that. When eBay recognized that people are not able to get the items what they want and they are not able to get the items in the open market, and if items are available, these are available far away from the customer's area. What they did? They started eBay business. They started providing the items to the customers on eBay. They started auctioning of products on the eBay, and pricing etc. was also done on the electronic media. What happened? Customer demand was satisfied, customer satisfaction was there, and with the result, eBay also got the business of the time. eBay also progressed and the customers also got the required satisfaction. So, this is the importance of marketing in the area where organization is controlling the demand and then finally satisfying the customers. What is marketing? Marketing is about identifying and meeting human and social needs. For example, one market has said that marketing role is to deliver a higher standard of living. But how a higher standard of living can be provided? Market is a societal media or a societal process. It provides a product, it changes the image of the society also by providing the product. It satisfies the customer, it satisfies the society also. Once you identify the need of the customer and the need, when it is fulfilled, the customer gets satisfaction, and if it is a product related to the particular society, the society in the long run gets satisfaction. So, we have to provide satisfaction not only the customer, but also to the society. Selling were used in the past, now it is converted to marketing. Marketing is not selling, marketing is managing the demand, creating a demand in the customer's mind, and then customers automatically come to buy the product. This is the meaning of marketing, and we are to work on marketing so that we are able to control the demand of the product. If the demand is controlled, demand is well managed, then our product can be sold to the customers. Marketing is defined as, now we are going to define the marketing, an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, communicating and delivering value to customers and for managing customer relationships in ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. Here we have talked about lot of things, and these are creating, communicating and delivering value to the customers. We are not selling the product, we are selling the value to the customer. If this concept is followed by all the organizations, I am sure that their market share will get improved. If we are selling value, then we talk about unique selling proposition. Nowadays, we don't talk about unique selling proposition. We talk about USP. The meaning of USP is now a different. Unique selling promise, we promise the customer. Instead of proposition, now we use the word promise. We promise the customer that our product is going to give you this value, our service is going to give you this value, and the concept is totally changed. And if in future, if we want to market the product, we have to take care of the value being provided to the customer. Marketing management, on the other hand, is an art and science also. Both it is an art and science of choosing target markets and getting, keeping and growing customers through creating, delivering and communicating superior customer value. So, such an importance is given to the value being provided to the customers. I will repeat this definition. Marketing management is an art and science of choosing target markets and getting, keeping and growing customers through creating, delivering and communicating superior customer value. So, this is the meaning of marketing management. Now, distinction between social and managerial definition of marketing. Now, we will make a difference between two definitions which are talked about so frequently in the business. Social definition shows the role marketing plays in the society. As I earlier said, we are providing a product to satisfy the customer. If the customer is satisfied and the product is related to some way with the society also, then we are also satisfying the society. Managers sometimes think of marketing as the art of selling products. So, what is marketed then? What are the things available to the organization out of which the organization can market those things? And these are namely 10 different types of products or service we can market to the customer. Marketing people market 10 types of entities, and these are goods. These are goods and services. Goods are manufactured goods. These are tangible goods. We can touch the goods. We can hold the goods in our hands. Physically, we can see the goods. When we can see the goods, these are physically available and can be manufactured, can be stored, can be inventoried. When these can be inventoried, then we have these products. available. And then we have services. These are intangible in nature. We cannot see them, we cannot store them, we cannot inventory them, but we can provide these services to the customers and satisfy them. And next is events. Experiences, we can sell our experiences, we can organize the events for the customers. What sort of events? Like job fair, book fair, exhibitions, and fashion shows. We can organize them and we can sell them through these events. Experiences, we can sell our experiences to the customers. Persons, we can sell the persons like manpower. We can provide the manpower to the customers. Places, of course, places are available to be given to the customers. Properties, organizations, and information, all these we can provide to the customers. Ideas, we can market our ideas to the customer. These are certain things which can be marketed and which can be given to the customers and seek their satisfaction. Means our organization can be in the business out of these 10 items mentioned here. Of course, there can be other items also which can be added to this list. And now today we discussed what can be marketed. Who is to market? Who markets? Who is available to work on these markets? We have to see that also. Marketers and prospects. A marketer is someone who seeks a response, attention, a purchase, a vote, a donation from another party, called the prospect. If two parties are seeking to sell something to each other, both are called marketers. So there is a difference between marketer and prospect. If both the parties are selling something to each other, then both are called marketers because both are in the marketing business at that point of time. Now we will talk about needs, wants, and demands. And what is the difference between them? Needs describe basic human requirements. Basic human requirements are described in the needs of a customer. On the other hand, wants are shaped by one's society. So this brings the difference between need and want. And the third one is demand. Demands are wants for specific products backed by ability to pay. So this brings the difference between needs, wants, and demands. There are different types of and the states of demand. Namely, these are 8 demand states. Negative demand. What is negative demand? Consumers dislike the product and may even pay a price to avoid it. If such is the case, it is a negative demand. Non-existent demand. Consumers may be unaware or uninterested in the product, that it is non-existence demand. Third one is latent demand. Consumers may share a strong need that cannot be satisfied by existing product, and this is called latent demand. Declining demand. Consumers begin to buy the product less frequently or not at all, then it is declining demand. Irregular demand. Consumers purchase vary on seasonal, monthly, weekly, daily and even hourly basis, then this is called irregular demand, because the demand is changing because of the season and because of hourly conditions, monthly conditions and daily conditions. Some items people try to buy in the first week of a month, and some items they buy based on the season available. So, these are irregular demands. Full demand, consumers are buying adequately all products put into the marketplace, and then it is called full demand. Overfull demand, overfull is more consumers would like to buy the product from can be satisfied. So, these are different demands. And the eighth one is unwholesome demand. Consumers may be attracted to products that have undesirable social consequences. So, these we discussed 8 demand states: negative demand, non-existence demand, latent demand, declining demand, irregular demand, full demand, overfull demand and unwholesome demand. And we understood the meaning of these also. Now we will further discuss markets. Now we will concentrate on the markets. Traditionally, a market is a physical place to buy and sell goods. Economists describe a market as a collection of buyers and sellers who transact over a particular product or product class, such as housing market or the grain market. Modern economists abound in such markets. Market means that customers who have purchased or want to purchase a certain product or service. Market is equal to population plus purchasing power plus purchasing need. There are 3 things important to make it a market. There should be population available, customers available to buy that product, and then they should have a purchasing power to buy that product, and there should be need to buy that product. Examples are how to understand the market of purified water, what is the market of Nike, and how to understand the Nike's market. So, this describes the meaning of market. Markets can be consumer market, business market, global market, non-profit and government markets. So, markets are divided into 4 categories. Now, we will define the marketing. Now, defining marketing. Marketing is a societal process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating, offering and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. This definition is given by Philip Kotler. And marketing is the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion and distribution of ideas, goods, services to create exchanges that satisfy individual and organizational goals. This is the complete definition of marketing process. Marketing starts with the conception of a product, conception of a service, then pricing it. There are different types of pricing policies available. We have to choose one of them. If we say we have to have penetrating policy, we will have to keep the price at a lower level so that the product can reach the masses. Other policy for pricing could be skimming policy. We want that our product should be bought by rare and rich people, and then we have to price it at a higher level so that only rich people should be able to buy the product. So, we have to understand what sort of policy should be made for the pricing and the promotion. What should be the promotion mix to promote the product and distribution channels, what sort of supply chain management to be used for launching the product and distributing it to the dealers and finally to the customers, and distribution of ideas. Goods, we have to sell goods, we have to sell ideas also, and we have to sell services also. So, we have to take care of the marketing of ideas, goods, services, and to create then finally exchanges that satisfy individual requirements of the customers as well as of the organization. Simple marketing system. In its simplest form, industry is there and the market is there. Industry, a collection of sellers, market, a collection of buyers. And goods and services are provided from industry to the market, and money is given back to the industry by the market. This is a simple marketing system, and communication is given from the industry to the market, and information comes back from the market to industry to educate the industry on the requirement, needs and wants of the customer. Consumer market, the aim of buying is to consume for their own or somebody who has something to do with the consumer market, and this is the meaning of consumer market. Business market, business buyers buy goods for their utility to enabling them to make or resell a product to others for the purpose of making profits. It can be business to business, business to buyer, business to customer also. Global market, companies selling their goods and services in the global marketplace face additional decision and challenges. Now, we are now sending the product in the global market. Non-profit and government markets are another form of market available. Companies selling their goods to non-profit organizations such as churches, universities, charitable organizations or government agencies. So, these are also available markets for the products and services. Structure of flows. In the slide which we are going to present now, we are showing you different markets: manufacturer markets, intermediary markets, consumer markets, and the goods and services flow from manufacturer market to the intermediary markets and finally reach consumer markets. And money comes back from consumers to the intermediary market and finally to the manufacturer market. And similarly, resources market, money is given to the resources market by the manufacturer market and again to the consumer market. And finally, resources are provided by consumer market to the resources market, and the resources market provide the resources to the manufacturer's market. And there are government markets are also exist in the society, and from there services and money flow to the different markets like resources market, manufacturers market, and intermediary markets and the consumer market. Through taxes and goods, money comes back to the government. So, we are providing, the government is providing services and the money in the form of taxes and goods. It comes back to the government markets. So, this is the structure of flow as far as different types of markets are concerned. Marketplace, market space and meta market. Marketplace is physical, as when one goes shopping in a store. Market space is digital, as when someone shopping on the internet. We are available with the market space, not the marketplace. Now, the third one is meta markets, is a concept to describe a cluster of complementary products and services that are closely related in the minds of consumers but spread across a diverse set of industry. If you are talking about automobile industry, meta markets are available where new cars are available and the old cars are also available. An insurance company is also available and the financer is also available. And the service industry to take care of maintenance of the car is also available. And these kind of markets are called meta markets. Marketing in practice now. There are 5 key functions for a CMO, means Chief Marketing Officer in a leading marketing within the organization, strengthening the brands and measuring marketing effectiveness, driving new product development based on customer needs, gathering meaningful customer insights, and utilizing new marketing technology. Now, we talk about value and satisfaction, benefits which the product or service provides to the customer, functional benefit and then emotional benefit also, function for which the product is bought. For transport services, we need a car. And if you buy a small car, if you buy a big car, it makes no difference as far as functional requirement of the car is concerned. But the emotional benefits attached to a small car are different as these are attached to the big car. So, we are to talk about functional benefits as well as the emotional benefits. And the costs, monetary costs, time costs, energy cost, and then psychic cost. There are 4 types of costs which are attached to different products or services. And the value and satisfaction. Value is equal to benefits divided by cost. How much benefits we get per unit cost is the value attached to the product or service. How to increase the value now? This is a point of discussion. How to compare the value of 2 different products, 2 different service providers. So, we have to make the comparison, we have to make certain principles on which we can increase the value of the product or service, and we can finally compare the value and the benefits of the service. Exchange and transaction, and these terms the viewers must understand in this first very lecture so that other lectures in future are easier to understand. Exchange is the act of obtaining a desired object from someone by offering something in return. And transaction, on the other hand, is a trade between 2 parties that involves at least 2 things of value, agreed upon conditions, a time of agreement and a place of agreement. And this brings the difference between exchange and transaction. Relationship marketing, the process of creating, maintaining and enhancing strong, value-laden relationships with customers and other stakeholders. So, we have to talk about CRM also, customer relationship market, customer relationship management. We have to maintain a cordial relation between all the customers who buy our product or service. Product and service, anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use or consumption that might satisfy a want or need is called a product. It includes physical objectives, services, persons, places, organizations and ideas. On the other hand, service, any activity or benefit that one party can offer to another that is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything. Services cannot be stored, cannot be inventoried. These are intangible in nature. Marketing philosophies. On what are those philosophies on which marketing is founded? The production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept, and societal marketing concept. Company orientations towards the marketplace. Production concept talks about consumers prefer products that are widely available and inexpensive. This is a basic requirement of consumers of a product based on production concept. And now we talk about product concept, and this consumers favor products that offer the most quality, performance or innovative features. We can also add durability, reliability of the product, and which is part of the product concept. Selling concept. Consumers will buy products only if the company aggressively promotes, sells these products. If the company shows aggressiveness in selling the products, consumers will buy that product. And the marketing concept now focuses on needs, wants of target markets and delivering value better than competitors. And this is the meaning of marketing and the marketing concept. Marketing management philosophies: production based, sales based, market based and societal marketing based. Competing philosophies, and this slide shows the different philosophies on which the marketing stands. Production, focus on efficiency of internal operations. Sales, focus on aggressive techniques for overcoming customer resistance. And then market, focus on satisfying customer needs and wants. And societal, focus on satisfying customer needs and wants while enhancing individual and societal well-being. And this gives the marketing management philosophies which are prevalent in the industry. Production, the production concept. Now we will give you a meaning of production concept also, where this concept tells us, and it holds, that customers will prefer products that are widely available and inexpensive. Here we have talked about two things: availability and inexpensive. Definitely, customers will try to buy only those products which are available close to them. They will not like to go to different places or faraway places to have those products. Rather than they will like to buy the products from a close by market or a close by mall, so that they are not wasting their time in procuring the product or service. If the product is available on their doorstep, they will rather prefer that product. That's why nowadays e-marketing is preferred. Orders are placed on the internet and the items are delivered to the customers through courier services. And similarly, customers require these kind of services be provided by the manufacturers, but they don't want to have extra price for these kind of services. So, but how the product provider or the manufacturer survive? When things are ordered on the internet, e-marketing concept is utilized, our customer base enlarges. When customer base is enlarged, then the demand for the product increases. The manufacturer is to go for mass production and gets the benefit of economies of scale. Cost of production reduces, and this reduction in cost of production, some portion of this is passed on to the customers in the form of providing services, as we discussed in e-marketing. So, this way the manufacturer also earns a profit and the customer gets the satisfaction to the fullest extent. The product concept, on the other hand, this holds that the consumer will favor those products that offer the most quality, performance or innovative features. Customers definitely like those products which are durable, which are reliable and which are quality products, and the products do not fail when in service. And customers also like to have lifelong warranty, lifelong guarantee also attached to the product. When such is the case, people are asking for quality, reliability, durability and the performance of highest order. Now, one has to be very competitive as far as the product is concerned, as far as the marketing strategy is concerned. So, this is the product based concept. And the other one is now selling concept. The selling concept holds that consumers and businesses, if left alone, will ordinarily not buy enough of the organization's products. The organization must therefore undertake aggressive selling and promotion efforts. Selling concept tells us the things are not sold just like that. For selling the product, one has to work for it. Organizations don't buy the product on their own. Customers also don't buy the product on their own unless somebody tells them the features of the product, price of the product, availability of the product. And somebody creates the demand for the product in the eyes of customer and in the eyes of the organization. And selling is successful only after doing all this work. So, selling concept tells us, so we have to make the organizations and the customers aware of the products and services being provided by the organization. And finally, the marketing concept holds that the key to achieving its organizational goals consists of the company being more effective than competitors in creating, delivering and communicating customer value to its chosen target markets. So, viewers, today we discussed what was the introduction part of marketing for the course on marketing management. I hope I am able to make the viewers understand the concepts of marketing. I am able to make them understand what they are going to have in future lectures also. Thank you so much.
With this note, thank you, sir. Thank you so very much for giving once again a very productive session. Dear friends, if you have any queries, then you can mail us at info.cc@nic.in, and we would be meeting tomorrow again and would be understanding one more concept of marketing management through Dr. Subhash Kakar. So, I would like to take your leave. Thank you. Thank you so very much,
Thank
sir.
you so much, viewers.